Hey everybody, it's Riego here. Hope you're having a good one. I want to show you my new truck, my new to me truck. Why did I get a truck? Well, I still have stuff in a storage arena in Florida. And so I was thinking through ways to get it here. And one of those ways was renting a truck, like a U-Haul, to come here with it. Well, the cost of that was going to be about $2,500 to $3,000. So we're just gone. But again, I'd walk away with nothing. I mean, I'd walk away and be free from it. Well, I'm doing Region Life right now. I just started it. Got 16 videos up right now on YouTube, so youtube.regionlife. But I've been doing some Googling for Region Life and found out there's already another Region Life, R-E-G-E-N, out there, and it's about something else. So it sounds pretty confusing. People could get it confused. So what I am thinking about doing, because I don't have any members, I got 3 subscribers on Region Life, none on my Patreon. Something about changing it to It's Riego, because there's fewer It's Riegos out there, I got a feeling. And but that's something I'm thinking on pretty hard about. But I want to show you my truck. All right, I'm sitting on the tailgate. FYI, I love sitting on tailgates of a truck. So it's a plus. I keep calling her she because she's like a boat. But I'm gonna turn around and show you what I got. So she's a 2016, a 2011 Toyota Tundra. Why a Tundra? Well, hold on, let me show you some stuff. So there's the bed. There's the tires. Let's see if I brought the keys. Got the keys. All right, I got in the back seat. All right, so here's the back seat. So I got this wire here, got this right here, got that right there. She's got air shots, airbags. Don't know how I like that, because one of the reasons I got a Toyota, how about in the back seat. One of the reasons I got a Toyota Tundra was reliability and just overall versatility. I have had 4Runners, like 5 or 6 of them. I like them, but the gas mileage is horrible and they're kind of small. I've had 2 Tacomas. I like them, but again, I don't like how it sits. It's so low to the floor of the truck. Just never comfortable in that. So, and I had one other Tundra, a 2012 Limited, but I didn't like how troublesome it was to park. So when I was looking online and trying to decide what to get, I keep coming back to a Tundra, because this platform, this is the second generation. It was around from, I think, 2008 to 2022. There's a gazillion of them out there. And it's just reliable. I mean, I've got a 5.7 liter V8 in the front. The bed, I mean, it's a truck. And this one's a 4x4, 4-wheel drive. So I've got enough capability to explore if I want to, or when I go exploring. So I started looking at them. Believe it or not, they're still pretty expensive. But this one was, on a scale of 1 to 10, probably in the 3 or 4 price range. She's rough on the outside. The paint is, well, I'll show you the paint. All right, so there she is. See the paint? So the paint's not the best. But it's good enough. And so what I'm looking at next week, driving this thing to Florida and get my stuff, because I can conceivably fit all my stuff in the back of the truck, covered, or this in a small U-Haul. Gas is probably going to be, well, we'll see how big the gas is going to be, but I think it's going to be about $1,500, so it's be cheaper. But then I come away with a platform to move forward with this. The projects I'm working on now are on the truck are, my headlights are cloudy, they're yellow, which is very, very common on older vehicles, because back in the day, we used to have glass headlight covers. I know one because I had a car, what car was it? I think my Celica, that I had 3 of the 4 of my headlights were cracked. And one time I couldn't get it inspected because of the cracks. So they moved to plastic, but plastic gets clouded. So I do what we do in 2026 when we're thinking about doing that. I went to YouTube, was looking at ways to clean the headlights. And believe it or not, there was a guy out there who had looked at the 4 most common ways to clean them and had split his headlights with tape and had done them. So I looked at them, and if you Google cleaning your headlights on, you'll find people use W40, they use toothpaste, they use baking soda on an orange, and this guy highlighted a $15 kit from Walmart. Basically you sand it. So what have I done? See, all my stuff, all my tools and everything's in Florida, but I need clear headlights as I drive across country. So I ordered that kit from Amazon, and I was just on eBay getting a corded drill, because I don't have a good corded drill. I've got cordless stuff, so I figured, hey, it'd be a good addition. So headlights are going to get done. The steering wheel has this little spot right here worn, so I'm thinking about doing that. The radio is old school, so I'll do that. Just don't know if that's the time to do it is right now. And the air suspension, again, I've talked to somebody about taking it out and just putting springs back there, because I know that if you're hauling and have heavy loads, they're great, but I just don't see me hauling and heavy loads. So I'm talking to someone about taking it out and just putting springs back there. Well, again, and then one other thing, so I don't know if I'll get to that before I go to Florida. Another thing I'm going to get is a cover of some type for the truck bed. I have been looking at that for about a week or so. I have gone back and forth between a camper shell, a hard cover, and a soft cover. I thought about camper shell because I could fit a lot back there, but it's just harder to see out of, I think, or it would be, because I've moved a couple of trucks and stuff with camper shells. The hard thing, the most common one, is a trifold. It's great, it's secure, but when you fold it back, you still get a third of your bed. You can't really do it. And you got the roll-up one. So I am going back and forth, because I've gone to Facebook Marketplace, and you can find these for pretty reasonable price, and the roll-up isn't that much. So anyway, that's what I'm working on right now on the projects. I also have the opportunity to buy Regen back. I sold her in September. A buddy of mine called me, and he bought it and said he's looking at selling her. So I've got that, thinking about that. I'm not at a place financially to be in two places yet, but I will be once the YouTube channel and the Patreon gets going, because I mean, one of the things that I'm gonna work on the Patreon channel, or just work on, is becoming better as a person. I've done that because we've got to change. We've got to go through life. We've got to change. We've got to find ways that aren't working and figure out how to make them better. Like I said, I'm old and I've never been married. All right. Really never had a girlfriend. Why? I know why. But it's my responsibility to fix it. So I've got to figure out in 2026, and I will, get dates and then get friends and then get married. Because I know you can't go through life alone, and you got to have, we are made to have that. Back on the getting better, the growing, I believe we've got 3 areas in our life, maybe 4, but let's see what we end up. We got our physical body we got to take care of. We've got our mind we got to take care of. We've got our emotions we've got to take care of. And we've got our spirit we've got to take care of. One time, a long time ago, I heard a guy, I think Rick Warren, Saddleback, which actually they might be out here. That'd be cool to meet him. But anyway, he talked about gauges and how anything we do either replenishes those areas or drains energy from those areas. And he's absolutely right. So those are the things I'm working on. Because like I said, I've looked and see what are things that people, that the majority of the world has figured out. And the married thing is one thing they figured out, the girlfriend thing. So anyway, I'm going to figure that out. Managing other areas of my life, I'm going to figure that out. But that's what I'm going to be doing every day. I just got through changing the description for the current region life, because I had asked AI about how to do SEO for my site. And it came up with something that I put out there briefly. But I mean, basically, the YouTube thing is going to be my journey through life from here on out, and talk about my previous journey, everything that's happened up until now. If you go there right now today, it's I think it's January 13th. You will see me working on boat projects. On every one of those boat projects, I'd never done them before. And I had ended up making the situation worse, but I stuck with it and figured out a way to do it. And I did that multiple times. I mean, I had an anchor issue. I mean, I got a windlass, a manual windlass, put on the front. I had to strengthen it, and I got a video about it, but that was brutal because I had to get a backing, crawl up there. I mean, that took me forever to finish up. The floor on my sailboat cabin, it had got rotted and rough because the AC was draining, the drain was plugged, so that water, and you'll see on the video me doing all that. And just, I mean, that's what you'll see repeatedly at the videos, is me working on stuff, get it and figured it out. So I am seriously thinking about getting Regen back, just because I hadn't taken her out much. And so that's why I'm thinking about, got to do the bottom and then just start taking her out and just have those experiences. I like the Gulf Coast. I like the beach. I like the people I worked for last summer. I was around people every day. I liked everybody. I liked fellow captains. Most of them like me, I think. So, and having a boat there would allow me to have a place to hang out when I'm there. The downside is I'm out here the other part of the time. And so, I mean, I got people there and watch it. It's a good place, but I mean, what do I do when a hurricane comes? You know, I can't get there. The quickest I can get to Florida, Pensacola, is 36 hours from here. That's driving almost straight through with very little sleep. It's 48 hours from once the storm crosses Cuba to Florida. So I wouldn't be able to get there in time. But so, I mean, I know we've been fortunate with hurricanes recently, but that's not always going to be the case. So that's what I'm thinking about. So I started this video out to show you the truck. I ended up talking about regen life and regen. I guess it kind of all goes together, which it does. So this is my truck. My car's parked up there. This truck has 160,000 miles on it. I think she's got several 100,000 miles left. We'll see what she's like to drive across the country. And you can follow along with me on that. But anyway, so that's where we are. So that's it. One last thing. I was reminded of a story that happened years ago. I'll share it right now. I was talking with a coworker. By the way, I had great coworkers. I've always had great coworkers. Her name was Janae. And somehow it was the weekend after. The previous weekend I'd gone to Austin, hang out with my friends, and ended up teaching their son, my godson, how to ride a bike. I'd never done that before, but the key to it was just keep pedaling, keep pedaling, keep pedaling. And he did it. And I was talking to Janae, and we were talking about keep pedaling, and that is a great metaphor for what we need to do in life. It's just, we got to keep at it every day. Move forward. Don't give up. Don't ever quit on your goals, your dreams, on yourself. Because as human beings, we have incredible capabilities for growth. Our body's amazing. Our mind's amazing. I mean, we're pretty amazing. Every one of us. And so we just got to keep at it. Whatever you're doing, keep at making your body better. Keep at or as good as it can be. Your mind, your soul, your emotions. Just keep at it. Because we don't come, when we're born, we come to this world, and then we're raised. Our parents did the best they could. My mom did the best she could, but and then we're responsible for taking whatever came out from there and shaping it to what we want to do in life. And so that is what we are. I mean, that's it. For a long time, I didn't live like that. I didn't even believe it. I thought we were stuck, but we're not. So I'm looking at what I have, looking at what I can include in my life, and is it going to help me toward my goals of becoming better, having a good story to tell you guys. And basically, that's it. I was writing this before on my description for my YouTube channel, but I taught myself everything, pretty much. And so my way of doing things is to work at them. If something broke, I work at it, end up making it worse. But if I stick with it, I can fix it. And it can take a long time or a relatively short time. And that's how my life is. I work on things, make it worse, but I'm going to make it better. And that's what the YouTube thing's going to be. So that's where I'm thinking about going back to It's Riego. I didn't want to make it about me, but it is going to be about me. So I might as well name it about me. One of my hesitancies, or the main hesitancy that kept me from putting that out there, because I was talking with someone recently about this, was I was afraid if I put things out there, people won't like me. Well, here's what I know. If I put stuff out there, there are some people who aren't going to like me. Why? Because we can't be liked by everybody. I've got, as an Uber driver, over 2,000 rides, and one or two people every year just don't like what I did for some reason. Same with charters. I mean, the vast majority of feedback is positive, but once or twice, somebody's going to come around and not going to like it. And you know what? That's okay. A while earlier in my life, that would devastate me. A good title for what I'm coming from is being a people pleaser. And I saw a video or read something, had a doctor talking to someone on a, basically a doctor on a couch. And the doctor saying, so you're a people pleaser. How's that working out for you? And that just resonates with me because, so I'm working on going past that, but I mean, I'm not married. It hadn't worked out good for me, all right? Which it doesn't work out good for anybody. So I just want to be a good man, all right? Just want to be a good man. So that's my goal, is to be a good man. Stand for things, no matter if people don't like them. Stand for the things that I feel are important and right. And that's it. So we're at 22 minutes. I'm going to put this out on YouTube. On my YouTube channel, I'm going to have a section for special features. That's what this is going to be. Yeah. So anyway, welcome the truck to the family. We'll see if she's got what it takes to drive from here to Florida. I'll take you alongside of that. We'll see what we got. Hey, I appreciate every one of you guys. Appreciate you guys who have been a part of my life up to this point. I love you. And for those of you who are going to join me from here on out, life is cool. People are cool. And let's just have fun for the rest. I mean, let's just have fun. Just noticed in front of me, I think there's an orange tree. So how cool is that? But, all right, so that's all. 23 minutes, 17 seconds. I talk and ramble. Anyway, have fun. Talk to you later. Bye.